Hey everyone, Tony George, DocSports.com, Week 13 NFL opening line report. These are candid, raw, and unfiltered initial reactions to what I see with the NFL lines this week. And this week, I have not looked at a line until right here, right now. I've been busy with college basketball, which is basically an 8 to 10 hour a day job to stay on top of everything going on in college basketball. So nonetheless, we're going to give them to you out of the gate. Bear in mind, these are not handicapped. Also, bear in mind, you can leave comments on what you think in the comment section below. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I will react to them. We'll weed out the F-bombs and the competitors, putting links to their picks page where they're going to have the Super Lock of the Millennium this weekend for you. Hello. And porn sites because they know the demographic here. So we weed all that stuff out, and we'll post the relevant comments down there. And tell me what your best bets are, side or total, parlays, whatever you want to talk about, and we'll interact during the week here. Good week last week in the NFL. We hit our game of the year, 8-unit game of the year. Many of you came over and invested in that. I'm glad we won it for you, the Atlanta-Jacksonville under. We also had a teaser with New England and Minnesota, and we had Buffalo on Thanksgiving Day. So we went unbeaten, plus 1,800. And I'm not going to sit here and brag about it. That's water under the bridge. And we're back to 0-0 starting Thursday night, and then through Monday. So, that being said, we had a tumultuous 3 weeks there. A lot of people did. If you didn't, you're lying. And it was still a lot of crazy results last week. But let's take a look at this week's and let's get after it. Let's get started. And let's start out with a Thursday night game. And the Thursday night game is Dallas at New Orleans. Let me pull up my live odds here. Opened up at Dallas minus 548. And now it's Dallas 4.5 and 47.5 on a Thursday night. Boy, Dallas off a Thanksgiving Day loss, added time to think about it. New Orleans off a Thanksgiving Day loss. I could only lean Dallas there, and I hate to because I hate laying 4.5 on the road on a Thursday night. But New Orleans, check the status of their Ingram and Kamara. At running back for them. Dallas should get some guys back, including Lamb at wide receiver. It's kind of sink or swim for Dallas. You got Washington playing well off a big win. We gave that for you for free on Monday night, actually, on video. You got Washington playing a little bit better. That division is not going to come easy. Philadelphia, what was that? Giants, the one thing about that division is Dallas the best team in their division. Yeah, they are. But you got to bring your A game to beat everybody in there. And if you don't bring your A game for any reason, and I'm a little concerned the way their defense is playing too. But New Orleans is a train wreck right now. Getting on to Sunday, Minnesota at Detroit opened up at 7.5, 48. Now it's 7 and 47. Minnesota, I thought they might go in and beat San Francisco last week. Cousins has got some of the best numbers at quarterback in the NFL. If you just strip down the quarterbacks and put them side by side with numbers and say, look, this guy versus this guy, and it'd be whether it be Josh Allen or Mahomes or any of these other guys, he's got better numbers. Detroit's a wreck. I can only take Minnesota. Definitely Minnesota in a teaser there. Definitely Minnesota in a teaser there. Arizona at Chicago should be healthy. -7, 46.5. Now -8, 45.5. Put Arizona and Minnesota together in a 2-team 6-point teaser. Winner, chicken frickin' dinner. Do it right now. You're getting through all the key numbers in both those. Do I think Arizona can blow out Chicago? Check the weather this time of year. Now we're getting into December. Snowing, wind, whatever. Arizona's head and shoulders above Chicago. You know, celebrating the big win. Yeah, right. Over Detroit. Needed every second of the game to beat Detroit. You're not going to touch Arizona off a bye week. Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Tampa Bay opened up 9.5, 50.5, and now it is 11 and 50.5. I don't lay double digits in the NFL. That's a stay away game for me. That's a stay away. Tampa Bay coming off a huge win high scoring win against the Colts. I thought the Colts might be able to get them. They had them, and Carson Wentz did what Carson Wentz does in big games, turns it over. I just don't want anything to do with the double digits in that one. Tampa Bay should beat them 38-14, but I'm not going to lay it. Denver at Kansas City, right here. My boys off a bye week. Andy Reid off a bye. Minus 9.5, 49.5. Now minus 10, 47. Under looks good and Denver looks good. Houston, Indianapolis. The Colts minus 7 and 47. On the road, now minus 9, 46 and 46. Definitely use Indy in a teaser, and I don't think Houston will get near them. Philadelphia at the New York Jets. Philadelphia, what was that? Philadelphia is an enigma wrapped in a riddle. Minus 6.5, 45. Open, minus 6.5, 45 currently. They're on the road at the Jets. Jets got a way of hanging around and giving people ball games. You know, I thought Philadelphia had their offense figured out a couple weeks ago. They really started running Hurts, giving him a lot of RPO options. They kind of got their running game going with that. They kind of got their play action game going with that. They were hitting deep balls. And then last week they looked just absolutely lost against, well, a Giants team that is average at best, probably below average, but well coached, and Joe Judge will give you a ball game. You know, you got to play a good game to beat the Giants, even though they're shorthanded. I can only take the Jets. Chargers at Cincinnati. Cincinnati opened up minus 1.5, 48, and now it is 3 and 50. 3.5. That's an offshore. 3 across the board, 50.5 across the board. Cincinnati looked good last week. Cincinnati's kind of up and down. You don't know what you're going to get. Boy, they put it to Pittsburgh, didn't they? I told you all year long. I know I pissed off a lot of people because Pittsburgh is a massively public team nationally. And whenever you say something bad about them or the Cowboys or the Patriots, you get a lot of crap in the comment section that I have to weed out because people take offense to it. But the Chargers aren't going to stop their run game. I could only lean Cincinnati there. Chargers' run defense is deplorable. Man, they just played a horrible game last week. Giants at Miami. Miami opened up 2.5 at home. Total 43. Now it's total 41.5. Oh, damn, I like that. It's refreshing here. Live odds just refreshed. Bear with me. Now it's Miami minus 3, 41.5. I'd like that under 43.5 because 42 is the key number. You know. I don't know. Tell me what you think about that game in the comments section. I don't know what that number's. That's just they're saying they're even, and they're giving Miami minus 3 because they're playing at home. I mean, who has a better quarterback? Getting Barkley back? No, I don't know. Have to check the injury list on that as well. That's tough when you guys make the call. Miami or Giants? Definitely use Giants in a teaser. This may be a good teaser weekend, by the way, in the NFL. The noose is getting tighter with good teams. Bad teams are in desperation mode and taking huge chances, going forward on fourth, all kinds of stuff. You got nothing to lose. You're out of the playoffs. Blah, 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 blah. You know, it's a good week to tease dogs. That's one of them. Washington at Las Vegas. Washington off a big win. Actually, very lopsided win. Despite the final score, Russell Wilson did what Russell Wilson does. At the end of the game, I'm sitting there watching that game with my wife here at the house on Monday, and when they got the ball back with 1:32 and no timeouts, I said Russell Wilson is right in his wheelhouse. This is just what he does on Monday nights. So what'd he do? Went right down the field and scored. And they missed the two-pointer to put it into overtime. Thank God, because I gave you Washington for free. Vegas, bye week. Not a bye week. Vegas, big win over Dallas on Thanksgiving Day. Opened up at 1.5, 48. Now they're 2.5 and 49.5. There's another one you put right Washington in a teaser. I'd take the under in that one. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Baltimore -3, 45. Now it's -3.5, 44. Baltimore. Jacksonville, LA Rams. Rams -12, 48 at home. -13, 48. I mean, I'm not laying 13, but the Rams are... What? Let me shock the piss out of you. Jacksonville plus the number. San Francisco at Seattle. Seattle -1.5, 46 was a look ahead. Wow. San Francisco -3.5, 45.5. Seattle on a short week, cross-country travel, not playing well, no running game. San Francisco red hot, take the Niners. And the Monday Nighter. It's going to be a good one. New England, 46, -3 for Buffalo. New England at Buffalo, -3, 46. Now it's -3, 44. I'm going to have a very strong opinion and a top pick in this game probably. So I'm going to defer any comments at all. Matter of fact, there's a couple of top plays in here this week. Tell me what you think about the Monday Night Football game. Give me your comments. Which way you going? You Patriots fans? Leave your heart out of it. Do it with your head. Buffalo, same thing. This is for all the marbles in the AFC East. This is a playoff game. This is exactly what this is right now. This is a playoff game. This is going to have a playoff atmosphere. Check the weather. I heard it was supposed to be cold and snowy through the weekend up there in Buffalo, northern New York. Leave me your comments. Who's your best bet on Monday Night Football? Let me top spin, volley, lob that ball back in your court today, boys. That is the opening line report this week. Just initial comments and reactions. I haven't handicapped them all yet. I'll get to work now. All day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and all day Thursday. Flipping over rocks, finding the best morsel that we can. It will be low volume this week. We will continue to be guarded but optimistic in the NFL and not spread it around a whole lot. A very dangerous time of the year. A lot of playoff movement and implications on the line this week for a lot of teams, especially that Monday Night Football. That Kansas City right there, that Kansas City-Denver game. Wow. And Raiders, the Chargers, who were leading the AFC West and looked like one of the best teams in the AFC, have completely fallen off the map. And, obviously Denver's playing better ball, playing hellacious defense. The Raiders, you don't know what you're going to get from week to week. You really don't. Who'd have thought as an 8-point dog they beat Dallas outright? I mean, And yeah, Dallas got some bad calls in that game. No doubt about it. But the bottom line is W or an L. So so that Kansas City Denver game has got huge implications in the AFC West race. So there's some big games this week, and we'll be sure and take advantage of some of them because I saw some top picks in here. We'll get you some winners this week. Again, in the NFL off an unbeaten week and a Game of the Year winner. Let's get going. Let's rock and roll. Have a great week. We're back on this weekend with some picks up for you on Thursday. Right over there, DocSports.com. Free $60. Link in the description below. Come on over. Tons of free stuff on the website. Be sure and check it all out. Helps you make better decisions.